Everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis and COC opening round. To be honest, I still don't understand how the points work. I get it, there's PvP points, and right here before it starts, somehow there was a guy who didn't have a bubble. So as soon as it started, I launched on him, and someone else noticed from another server also, because you could see another line going in there on him. And yeah, I don't know how he didn't have a bubble, because everyone starts with a truce, and you don't lose your truce till you do something for a few minutes. I feel like it's 15 minutes go by. So you could actually sit there protected and just analyze. Pretty good deal for smaller players, especially in something like this, because it can be confusing because you're playing with a server, not an alliance. So you might, this might be the first time you talk to them is going in the battle and you don't know where everybody's going to go. But also very nice of them to just give us a bunch of march speeds at the start, 1200. So really like that. And it allowed you to just speed up. It created a fast pace for the battle. You could recall fast. You could speed to the healing tents. Speaking of which, I'm playing for, half an hour, and I'm like, there's no healing tents. What's going on? And then they seem to show up every half hour. So 30 minutes in, 60 minutes in, and 30 minutes remaining. So worked out good. Right when they came, I was down about 50% power and ended up getting it back. So I play basically a PvP style in this. Some people on my server swear that the way to go about it is just to go after all the Dawn's temples. I personally don't agree with them. I think that we should do PvP and go after the Empire cities to take away the points from the other teams. But whatever, we're not a server that listens to each other or strategizes much, so we all do our own thing, and I just played for, the individual rewards, and my score will contribute to how the server did. Pretty cool. Late in the battle, I didn't realize till about 15 minutes remaining, a couple people messaged me. 2 people from my original server, 136, they left a long time ago. LBZ and Dipshit were on one of the servers we were playing. I didn't notice because the letters are so small, and I'm not really into reading all the names all the time. But once they said it, I recognized the names right away. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. LBZ actually gave me one of my best alts I ever had on 136 when she left. It was amazing. Appreciate it. It really helped out. And Dip was one of my mortal enemies at the start, but long time ago, don't care. Him and his brother, I think his name was Botanist, and then he shortened it to Bot. And yeah, they were in a different alliance than me, and they were stronger than me. They figured out that you had to spend in the game to be good, long before I figured it out, and I was just a little weakling trying to play catch up. But anyways, good times, no hard feelings about it all. It is the game. And yeah, so this was fun, and really good practice, I think. I think COC, if you're not on a top server who plans to try and win this whole thing, you're just in there for some PvP action, a nice drop-in battlefield, get some rewards. I think it's really good practice to see what will work on certain types of keeps. 3 billion. What should you do against it? Can't solo it in one shot. What do you do? 5 billion. What do you do? So my basic strategy is if it's a 5 billion keep, I'll do 1 small siege solo, archer, ground. And usually that will do it. If it's a little bit smaller, I'll either just send ground right in or do archer then ground, or ground then horse. But anyways, one thing that I noticed, a really good strategy you guys could use is I think it's the Lunar Sanctuary. It has Lunar Eclipse. It has 150% march size buff. So as soon as I see the Dawn Temple are regenerating, I go to both of them, because lots of teams want to rally these for the points, for max points. But I went to both of them and just sent 5 quick solos really fast, and then I got 300% march size bonus. The first time I only did it once, and I accidentally figured it out, and I was like, oh, wow, 150%. Okay. And then I kind of thought about it the next time. I was like, I wonder how many of these in particular are on the playing field. So I looked around, there was 2, got them, and I got my march size up from like right around high 7, 8, depending on which troop type, to as high as 8.9 something. The first time it went up to 8.5, and then I added another 400,000 by getting it up to 8.9, and it was strong. I noticed the difference, and that's without T16s. So I know what my strength will be like now when I open military academy, and then I have that long wait before I start to get T16s and populate them into my arsenal. So really good learning experience there. So like that, and it's strong. It basically, I understand why people are now saying T1s are becoming irrelevant in the game, and people free to play are going to have to come up with a new strategy, because that K45 march is so big, it will take out. And then these people I was hitting, they all had like 1.5 billion T1. I don't know how their debuffs were or their, anything like that. I can't really look into what exactly everything they have. I guess I could in the reports, but I didn't. I just, play fast and hit. But it's not, it's not like they're in your alliance and you're knowing what they build all the time. So here is me taking these to, I believe they're lunar sanctuaries or lunar eclipse, and showing you right there the 150% buff that they have in there. And then I take that to my advantage and I go teleport to an area that is Alliance Hive. There was only 2 servers that hived up in this matchup, and they finished first and second. So obviously hiving up, doing a little PvP together with some rallies definitely helps. I know on my server there was a few people, I could see some non-English people or people of different languages, like all of them were different languages than each other, doing a countdown in the chat and trying to do some rallies that way. And looked like they were having some success, so that was good, helped out. We finished 4th place. I thought someone in my Discord said top 6 advance. I'm not sure. I think that's what it is, or they'll play again next round. And we were 4th, so we should be advancing. And they're the medical attempts that everyone so coveted. And it was nice to see that the lowest level 1 was not just, 5 million power before in Shalons? It's 10% now in here. So 10, 15, 20% of your hospital were the ones that were in there. So even if you found the small ones, you still gained a really good amount of troops. And then another strategy that's really good also is if you see someone right at the time of the tents spawning and you see them, they're dead, they're zeroed, but they got a lot of lines out, they're going really fast, well, sit beside them and just keep hitting them every time a line starts to change direction and pick off those points that they're regenerating. Anyways, let me know how you guys did in it. Hope you advance, and good rewards, good fun. I was happy that we had a 8 p.m. time slot, so that was nice for us in North America. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.